All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins. Joined with our hosts, we got Ryan Gilbert. Is that a headband you're rocking? That looks sick. And Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
This is the new Hockey Gambling Podcast headband. I'm not sure if it's in the store yet. This was a prototype that I had to print and I had to test for him. But yeah, it looks good. You know, I wore it on a Wednesday's show. So yeah,
I want one. How do I get one? I want one so badly. You're not going to have to talk after.
The SGPN merch store, yeah. But I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, guys. Flyers went up 2-0 against the Capitals. Capitals were not a legitimate hockey team. And they come back and they win 5-2. So I'm pissed off, but you know what to say. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. So here we go.
Well, my night really depends on something that's going to be transpiring during this podcast because I'm in the, let's call it the third smash spot of the season. I am very heavy on the Devils winning this game against the Ducks. I think it's a very good spot for them. Ducks playing a tough game against the Sharks last night, coming down back to Anaheim, missing a bunch of guys. Cam Fowler went out early, so they have to play 5D. Like Minchikov and Gudas both played like 26 plus minutes. So I think they should be tired as fuck. Meanwhile, the Devils, 2 days rest. They should be raring to go, beat this crappy Ducks team. So I'm going to be sweating that. I don't know why I'm doing this podcast right now because I'll be fucking distracted. But anyway, we'll see the first period. We'll see how that period goes, and then we'll go from there. But I'm 1-1 on these smash spots. The first one is notoriously the fucking Oilers against the Sharks early on in the season. They shit the bed. And then the other one was also Devils against the Capitals on a Wednesday night hockey. But yeah, hopefully this one goes like the second one did.
You're doing the show because you're a goddamn professional, Joel. We all know that. Look at you. Look at that little square in the bottom. You're the peak definition of professional.
You know, the virtue of a German is duty, right? We're dutiful.
Yeah, we learned that one. Yeah, we know that. We're just doing our duty, doing what we're told. Yeah, we know that. That's okay. I'm doing good, bro. I'm chilling. Like I had just had a big cook session. I was cooking for like 3 hours, and I was just blasting tunes the entire time. So I'm feeling good. And I kept it Canadian for a while there. I was blasting like Protest the Hero, Alexis on Fire, Silverstein, Ontario, if anything, just fucking ripping, So I'm having a good time, feeling pretty good. I had a couple beers. My eyes look really my eyes look like my girlfriend's eyes right now. I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's all good. We're ready to rock and roll here. I'm not big. I don't even smoke weed anymore, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just sleepy, but whatever. All right, we're gonna go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's supposed to be tons of stuff in the world of sports. We got a 13-game slate set for the NHL tomorrow. That's gonna be absolutely electric here. What else is going on? We got basketball. They're doing their thing. We got baseball. Ryan, tell me there's something going on in baseball. What's up?
Nothing really. Oh, Shohei Ohtani apparently got married, and like no one knew that he had a girlfriend or anything. So the superstar of the sport is just man of mystery. But no, nothing else really going on with baseball.
So if you're Shohei, you're like, yo, prenup, like you have to. No, this guy's getting bank.
Yeah, depends on his girlfriend though, unless it's like a Tom Brady and Giselle situation.
Yeah, she could be more famous.
I guess that's fair. But maybe she's like the Beyonce Japan or some shit. We just don't even know. Whatever. What else is going on in the world? We got golf. There's a pretty wild golf tournament going on right now. It used to be the Honda Classic. I don't even know what they call it now.
How's Rory doing? How's your boy doing, Tally?
Last time I checked, I think he was like 4 strokes off the lead, so that's still alive. I also have a Fitzy, Matthew Fitzpatrick, to finish top 5 at like plus 650. So I'm hoping that comes through for me. I also have Ricky Fowler. I had a live bet. I put $25 down. It pays off $1,750, and I think he's like fucking 6 strokes off the lead or something. So my boy Ricky's still alive too. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Joel, did you bet anything for that tournament or no?
Couple live bets just late yesterday. Fitzpatrick also on him 45-1, and Tom Kim at like 30-1. So those are the guys I'm riding. Thankfully, I didn't bet Seb Straka because I think he had a bad day today. I was thinking.
I don't know if he made the cut.
Really? That's how bad it was. Well, I saw you like.
I think he was like. I didn't look at the cut line, but last time I saw he was like even or some shit. So there's no way that makes it.
Whatever.
The
Shane Lowry. He could get his revenge because it was him and Straka a few years ago, neck and neck. I remember talking about that. Got a mention on the Golf Gambling Podcast for that Seth Straka win too.
Hell yeah. It makes sense though, because
all right, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just
I
going to say,
was going to change the subject entirely, so you go ahead.
I'll top this off. It's a windy course, so those Englishmen, they tend to do well because they think of like in Britain, it's a lot of wind and shit, right? So guys like Laurie and Fitzy, and I hate to say it, but even Rory, they're more accustomed to it, I suppose.
That's true. That's true. But the irony was that Shane Lowry fell apart when it started raining. I was like, he's from fucking Ireland. Why did that screw his game?
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, anyway. What were you going to say though?
Freiburg and Bayern Munich, they drew today. That was a huge win in the Bayer Leverkusen campaign. So that's still alive. Hopefully they get the win against Cologne on Sunday, 6:30 in the morning. I'll try to wake up for that, but who knows? I got a busy night tomorrow night too.
Right on, bro.
Look at this guy over here. He's just busy every night. He's
he's not. He's just saying all this shit. He's just gonna be sitting in his home with his hand on his meat, shooting fucking lightning out of his ass. All right,
you guys are fucking projecting. You're projecting. You just want to make yourselves feel better about yourselves.
I'm going to be hard at work tomorrow, boy. That's all you need to know. All right, let's get this. Everybody go check out SGPN website. That's supposed to be tons of stuff in the world of sports. Be sure to listen to the other shows. Shout out everybody doing some work out there. Everybody's doing an awesome job. Shout out to boy Jeff Fox from the MMA Gambling Podcast. What else? Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's pumping out weekly. Those are awesome. We're in the Dog Days Fantasy Hockey almost at the end here, so that'll give you a nice little advantage. And of course, man, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's kicking ass. Everybody's in there having a good time, posting bets. I was in there earlier today, just having a good time. Everybody's having a good time, but a little bit of bots. I hate these bots. But if you see a bot in there, just tell them to suck your hog. Like that's kind of what we do, is we be mean to them, but that's all right, Like, it's like, what do you? I see these bots, like, what's your major malfunction? Like, why are we doing this shit? It's brutal. But I don't know. Anyways. Shout out to all our friends and pals in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, reach out to myself and Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HTP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer will get you going. We'll tell you everything you need to do. Or what you can do is go to the imaginary bar with your imaginary friends. And when you're there, you'll see our boy Joel Meyer. And when you're sitting there just doing nothing, talking to no one, he'll be right there with you. And you can ask him how to get in the Discord, and he'll fucking let you know.
Fuck you. I was going to give you a pat in the back, but after that shit, I don't know if I'm going to.
Do it. I need one.
All right. Speaking of Discord and not making money, or making money in this case, Talon Jenkins called up Matthew Nyes plus 320 anytime goals on the, what was it, the last day that the Leafs beat the Coyotes in regulation.
It was the 20-year anniversary of the last time the Leafs beat the Coyotes in regulation. Also happened to be Matthew Nyes' birthday. Crazy.
The stars aligned, and Matthew scored too, of course.
Yes, Arizona trifecta, baby. Let's go. And Kerfoot scored. Leafs revenge game. Could have planned it all. If you had Kerfoot, Matthews, and Nyes in a parlay, you'd be going to Cabo on a fucking one-way ticket, never coming back right now.
Yeah, get in Discord. Always a good time in there, but it's a little combative at times, especially in the beginning. You just got to prove yourself. Fight with it, and you'll be good in there and be making money. Follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN, and subscribe on YouTube as well as on Apple and Spotify. Love seeing the growth there, so we appreciate all that.
Is this our first show together since Joel and I carved that Yankee piece of fucking shit? I think it is.
Oh,
yeah.
I mentioned it.
That
did you? What did you say? Did you bring it up?
I brought up
save that for the end.
Why not now? Talon brought it up.
All right, go ahead.
I'll bring it up again. Like, this guy comes into town and then he's touting his big parlay win, whatever. He finally won a bet. And then he starts accusing Talon of being a mega Nazi Trumpist guy.
You know
he's fucking Canadian. And then
nobody loves America more than this guy.
Right. And I just like that the rest of the Discord rallied against this fuck.
Yes.
And then we had a whole argument after that. We don't need to talk about that.
Don't you dare speculate about that argument, Joel. Don't you dare speculate, goddammit. Brian, I see you speculating over there with your wicked headband. You're not safe either. I'm just telling you right now.
I got my speculating headband on. I can't help it.
Joel and I are just doing God's work, okay? We just want to make sure that every American knows, including you, Gilbert, that you guys fucking suck, all right? That's all we're saying. So as long as we can continue to do that, the world will be a better place. We're just doing the work on behalf of every other country in the world,
Take me in. I'll happily come up and move up to Canada. Take me in. Give me a passport. I'm good.
We don't want you. We got enough giraffes. You stay there.
Fuck off.
All right, let's move down to our lock dogs and totals from the last time we were all together. Good show. Good. That's 2 good shows we've had in a row, bro. Fucking Ryan killed it. Ryan went 3-0. I think that's twice in a row, right, Gilbert?
I think I was 2-1 the show before, but yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Back-to-back positive shows. I'll take that.
Hell yeah. So Ryan went 3-0 up 3.77 units. Myself, I went 2-1 up 2.10 units. Jolie went 2-1 up 2.02 units. Collectively, we went 7-9, which is pretty fucking wicked. Absolutely killing it. Gilbert, kick us off here, my man. What do you
7-2. That sounds a lot better.
7-2. What did I say? 7-9?
7-9.
Yeah, my bad.
Like a mid football team before they.
We're the Redskins.
Shut up, Joel. All right, my lock was the Sabres Panthers under 6.5 -120. I think it was a 3-2 or no 4-3. What day am I looking at?
I think it was 3-2, wasn't it?
I'm looking at Thursday instead of Tuesday. Yeah, it was a 3-2 game. I'm pretty sure in overtime, or not in overtime, but the Panthers couldn't get the puck line. Whatever that hit. My Flyers plus 105 against the Lightning. Easy win there, 6-2. And then my total. I went back and forth on the total in this one, but I went with the Avs team total over 3.5 at plus 105. Ended up scoring what? They scored 5 out of the 6 goals in that game. So yeah, 3-0 show. Hopefully we can build on that.
Indeed. Myself, I had the Jets in regulation against the Blues, took care of them, no problem. I also had my dog was the Knights money line against the Leafs. That was a nice win. Great spot for the Knights. And they can really play up when they really want to, even with their injuries. Yeah, that was a nice one there. And then the total, though, this is a bad beat. Ryan mentioned the Stars in the Avalanche game. Over 6.5. There were 6 goals with like 5 minutes left in the second period. Not a single goal after that. Because, in the third period, both teams were playing the backups and the depth players. So not really going for a goal all too often. So that was a bad beat. Would have been an even better day. But I'll take this after, 2 0-3 days last week or whatever it was.
Yeah, for myself, I had Nashville in regulation as my lock versus Ottawa. They kicked wait, what am I looking at here? The fuck? What day am I on?
It was 4-1. It was 4-1. They kicked
4-1?
Yeah.
They kicked their asses? Okay, well, whatever I had pulled up isn't right. Oh, I found it. I was on the 24th for some reason. What's going on here? Whatever. They kicked their asses because Ottawa sucks. Ottawa was on a back-to-back. Korpisalo played the night before because both goalies got ice time because fucking buddy got pulled. That was shit. Whatever. For my dog, Florida puck line versus Buffalo. Ryan was talking about this was a 3-2 final. I was praying for an empty net goal here. I really thought Florida was going to come out a little bit stronger in this game, but they kept it close, and kudos to Buffalo, I guess, but it was a 3-2 final, so the puck line did not cover. And then for my total, Toronto's Vegas over 6.5 plus 100. This was total bullshit luck. This probably shouldn't have been an over game. Vegas came out swinging hard against the Leafs here. You know what? The only reason that this hit is because of Ryan Reeves. So fuck you, Ryan. Revo hit the fucking 5th goal to make it, I think it was like 3-4-1 or 4-2 or some shit like that. Then empty nets came into play. So if he didn't score that goal, then the empty net would have not came into play. With that being said, it was like an 8-2 final, but it definitely wasn't, or a 6-2 final rather, but that wasn't really the final score, I guess. So that made no sense what I just said. But anyways, let's go Revo, baby. You see what I posted the other day when he was like pointing at his guns after the big fight against O'Connell? Hell yeah.
Joel doesn't care. The Ducks scored first on their first shot against the Devils. If you're watching live, that's his facial reaction. He looks a bit worried there. Just double down on Devils live now. Go ahead.
Fuck that. Frank Petrano sounds like he's straight from out of Jersey Shore. And
Frank Petrano's a guy, though, isn't he?
Frank Petrano is a guy.
I don't want him to be though. I want him to be not a guy.
I don't want Cale Makar to be a guy, but yeah, here we are. So I don't think it works like that.
What do you have against Cale Makar?
I don't know. He's not on my team, so fuck it.
Random shots, catching strays.
Yeah, you like that? Speaking of which, fuck that. I don't know, Jamie Drysdale guy too. Let's just throw strays all the way around. Let's go.
All right, you've been done throwing strays now?
Yeah.
All right. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing app in the industry. They have their pick'em game. Pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in this week's game for a chance to win big. You can win up to 100 times your money in a single night. So sign up today with promo code HGP and get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pick'em special. Visit underdogfantasy.com or find them in the App Store. And don't forget to register with our promo code HGP to get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pick'em special. Must be 18 years or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org.
All right, here, boys. Let's pick up the pace a little bit here, including myself. I've been a little lackadaisical here. How's that for a word there, Joel? You like that one? Lackadaisical. Let's get this rocking and rolling, boys. We got a 13-game slate set here for Saturday, March 2nd. Are you ready to rock and roll here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. First game on the docket at the 12:30 p.m. time slot on a Saturday. We got the Winnipeg Jets against the Carolina Hurricanes. Game itself is in Carolina here. Winnipeg on the money line sitting at plus 120. Canes on the money line at minus 142. Over under sitting at 5.5. Overpaying off plus 122. The under minus 108. Interesting game here, man. We got two goddamn pretty good teams going at it. Carolina, though, I feel like we say this every time we talk about this team. How do you not? They're so goddamn sick at home. What's their record? They're 19-7-4. That's pretty wicked. They're on a 2-game winning streak coming into this. I've heard word that Frederik Andersen set to return next week. So that'll be interesting to see when they get back him. Hopefully he plays fine leading into the playoffs, but that doesn't really help us for this game. So I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, dude, I don't know. This is a toughie. I got to go with the Canes here. Winnipeg's like a fine team, but just the offense seems to be a little bit lacking, especially as of late here. 19th in the league when it comes to goals for per game, so they get an average of 3.05. Pyotr Kochetkov has been absolutely lights out for this Canes team in between the pipes. 16-10-3 record, 2.35 goals against, average 0.911 save percentage here. I think this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good battle. I really like the Canes minus 142 over under in this game. I hate that it's at 5.5, but I don't hate the under in this, man. Minus 108. Two great goals. You got Connor Hellebuck. He's been confirmed for this game. Plus the defensive style that Winnipeg has been prone to play under Rick Bowness. He's got this team playing well. We talked about that plenty of times. Nicholas Ehlers is still day-to-day. Sean Monahan's day-to-day as well here. So a couple of those firepower up front for these Jets are lacking. So I love the under. Give me the Hurricanes.
I wasn't going to do it. I held my tongue, but Daly came through. I think it's lackadaisical, not lax.
What did I? Well, you know what? You guys can both just fucking lick my ass.
Why are we suddenly correcting Talon's pronunciations? Like,
yeah,
he threw it in my face. You like that, Joey? You like that word?
Well, you know what? You better like it. All right.
No, so I take that back. I completely understand.
Well, you know what? You guys are both being very antithetical to my point here. All right. So how do you like that?
There you go. That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do
lick my nuts.
Yeah, I do agree with the under in this game, the under 5.5 minus 108. I got it at 6 earlier to be fully transparent. That would have been my lock if it was at 6, but I still like it at 5.5. There are two under teams so far this season. Carolina has been the best team in the past 10 games and overall in expected goals against per 60 at 5-on-5. Obviously, you have Hellebuck's one of the best goalies in the league, best Trophy favorite. Kochekhov's been great for Carolina, so love the under there. Not really sure on the side. Carolina coming back from a 3-game road trip, one day off, just playing every other night now. Winnipeg had a tough loss in Dallas. Maybe they'll be able to bounce back. So I would lean to the Jets at plus 120, but my only bet for this game is the under 5.5 at minus 108. And also, Joel, I live bet the Devils minus 125, so I will be sweating with you.
Good for you. It sure beats my minus 212 and all the regulation and the puck line bets. Anyway, for this one, I didn't bet this one, but if anything, I would lean with Orion's under there. I think that's the right play. Both teams play a more conservative game style, especially the Jets. Although they're kind of lacking defensively lately. We'll get into a bit of that later on. I got a little bit of a future bet I'll announce at some point. That has to do with the Jets, kind of, but
tease.
Yeah, that's how you do it. We're in the show business, right? But you got to have to tease them. So yeah, the under 5.5, I think is fine. Hellebuck is he's excellent right now. He's got a crazy save percentage. All that's the good stuff. They're really relying on him now with their they're not poor defensively, but they're not elite like they were in like December. So still like the under, even at 5.5 here.
Okay, moving on to 3 p.m. time slot, we have the Florida Panthers against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself was in Motor City, baby, in Detroit. Florida on the money line sitting at minus 148. Red Wings on the money line at plus 124. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Both over-under paying off minus 110 here. Wings have been good to me lately, man. I'm not going to lie. They've been buzzing. The team's playing well. You guys hear my little tidbit. I really think Elias Pettersson to Detroit might be a possibility in the upcoming future, but that's a conversation for another day. Joey just said there's no business like show business, and I gotta let you know right now, where I'm from, there's no business like hoe business, baby. And we're on the pussies. Give me the Panthers minus 148. Absolutely love this in this game.
Motown, it's Ho-Town.
Motown, it's Ho. Yeah, that's a good point too, right?
Both it's Hokey Town.
No, Ryan, come on, bro. What are you? Everything cool we just said, you just flushed right down the shitter. What are we doing? I'm just kidding. That was good. Yeah, both teams have good division records, but Detroit, 9-5-3, and then Florida 11-1-3. It's just dynamite. Panthers on a 3-game winning streak coming into this. Great road team, 28-2. They're even home and away, both 28-2 at home and 28-2 on the road here. So absolutely love Florida in this game. Detroit's putting up a battle, though. I'm not going to lie. So if you're looking for like a little greasy play, you don't mind paying a bit of juice. I don't hate Detroit plus 1.5 minus 185. I think like 3 of the past 4 Panthers games have been decided by 1 goal as well. So there's definitely some value on that, even though I shouldn't say value, but definitely a good chance of that hitting rather. Minus 185 Detroit on the plus puck line. But I like Florida on the money line minus 145. Over under in this game. Who's in net here for Alex Lyon confirmed? He's been good. Didn't he used to play? Didn't he used to be a Panther?
Revenge game, yeah, last year.
Yeah, revenge game. Okay, so maybe let's say towards the under here then. 6.5 minus 110.
Yeah, I love the Panthers here. I want to fade the Red Wings. I kind of want to take them to miss the playoffs, but I need one of these other teams out of the hunt to kind of step up because they're way too high to make the playoffs right now. Yeah, for this game, Panthers are the best team in the league. They have been winning close. I'm not going to take the puck line. Not even going to take regulation. Just the money line minus 148, I think, is low enough there. I know Detroit is good at home, 18-9-5. That's really the only place. They're good, decent on the road, but the Cats are good on the road too, 28-2. So love the Panthers here, minus 148. I would also lean to the under here. Panthers have been an under team, 3-2 in overtime. Detroit won in the other meeting this season, 2-0. Panthers won before that. So see a low-scoring Panthers win here. So yeah, Panthers and the under.
Great. Jesper Bratt just got hurt. Yeah, I love the Panthers here as well. Red Wings are, we keep saying it. They're kind of fraudulent. Their shooting percentages off the charts lately. They're on a roll, but we'll give them their dues, just like the Capitals right now. They're scoring like every 3 shots they put on net, apparently. But yeah, the Panthers should be able to stop them from doing that with their elite defensive play. Great goaltending with Stolarz in the last game. Bobrovsky should come in for this one. Sneaky Vezina candidate. We'll see about that.
Titsky. That's your Vezina candidate?
Well, my theory was, again, this is another show. I mentioned the case is that with the Panthers winning the President's Trophy potentially, then I think they do get an award, whether it's Paul Maurice or Bobrovsky. And if Hellebuck falls apart down the stretch, we'll see, because the Jets aren't playing as well defensively. So it was a flyer, 18-1, whatever, 20-1. Anyway, we're going with the Panthers here, minus 148. Also like the under 6.5. Mentioned the goaltending for Bobrovsky, and you guys are right. Alex Lyon, revenge game and all that, so he'll be dialed in. He's been dialed in all season long regardless. So Panthers in the under for me as well.
All right, heading down to the 4 p.m. time slot here. We have the Edmonton Oilers against the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle here. Edmonton on the money line sitting at minus 155. Kraken on the money line at plus 130. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off minus 105. The under minus 115 here. Oilers have been, I guess they've won their past 2 games, but I've watched those games and they looked a little bit shaky. Seattle's won their past 2 games as well here. They're kind of a mid team at home, 14-10-5 record. Oilers are fine on the road, I suppose here. Yeah, I feel like Edmonton minus 155 is good value here. I want, you know what it is? I'm biased, dude. I talked about this a couple of shows ago. I want Seattle to kind of do shit so that they sell at the deadline here. Edmonton's been kind of cruising. They've been doing well in this, maybe latter quarter of the season, I suppose. And I don't expect that to change, dude. Like they score a lot of goals. They're sixth in the league when it comes to goal scoring. They generate a lot of scoring opportunities. Their power play is fucking unbelievable here. So yeah, and when it comes to Seattle's penalty kill, they're kind of right in the middle. So I think that's going to be a big factor in this game. I'll take the Oilers minus 155. I really like that. Over under in this game. I'm not seeing Joey Decord confirmed. I'm seeing Phil Grubauer expected. I feel like that's not right though. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys know which goalie started for Seattle, that'll affect my under. If it's Decord, I wouldn't hate the under. If it's Grubauer, I'm kind of leaning towards the over here. Even though he just had a shutout against Pittsburgh the other day, which is bullshit. Penguins power play is just fucking awful, bro. So yeah. Anyways, that would be pertaining. My over under would be pertaining to who's starting for Seattle, and then give me the Oilers minus 155.
Yeah, it looks like Grubauer has now started 2 straight, including that shutout. Decord was pulled in the game before that, so maybe they're just going to ride with Grubauer until he shits the bed and go back to the kid, give the kid a little bit of a break. But either way, I like Edmonton here, minus 155. Another road favorite, just like the Panthers. So, a little bit skeptical, but as Talon said, Seattle's very mid at home, 14-10-5. They're just mid overall, 26-22-11. They're the Islanders of the West, picking up all these loser points to stay in the playoff race. Good win against Pittsburgh. Penguins probably should have scored there a little bit, but Edmonton's been playing great. They lost 3 in a row to Calgary, Minnesota, and Boston, but they outshot all 3 of those teams, including Minnesota, pretty handily there. Stuart Skinner has calmed down in the past 2 games against the Kings and Blues. So really like the Oilers here, minus 155, as well as a lean to the under 6.5 at minus 115. I think, should see a low scoring game here with Seattle at home.
Once again, no real arguments with what you guys are saying. Give me the Oilers as well. I think that they are a significantly better team here, and the line doesn't really reflect that. But of course, the Kraken are fighting for a lot more than the Oilers are. The Kraken are on they're playing better lately. We'll give them credit for that because they are fighting for their playoff lives. Those guys in the room, they want to make the playoffs and all that. So that's what's making me a little bit concerned, especially the way the things are going. Hard to read the market the last couple of weeks, as my bankroll will tell you. But yeah, the Oilers are the better team here. Minus 155, I think, is not enough respect. So I'll go with the Oilers as well. Grubauer's been playing very good since coming back from his injury, so makes sense to go back to him. They are paying a lot more, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, the Oilers, they're not playing as good defensively, but I think they're good enough to keep the Kraken out of the net enough time. So I lean to the under as well.
Grubauer at fucking Mangala turned him into the bionic goalie over there, for Christ's sakes. All right, also Seattle. Let's get fucking Adam Larson on the move here. Come on, dude.
You got your right-handed D. You got him.
They said they're not trading him too. So yeah, you got Lyubushkin. Be happy with him.
God damn it, it's so sad. I don't like that. All right, I like Lyubushkin. I'm sorry. Give me down at 6 p.m. time slot. We had the Colorado Avalanche against the Nashville Predators. Game itself was in Nashville here on Thursday. Smashville. Colorado on the money line sit at minus 135. Preds on the money line at plus 114. Over under so 6.5. Overpaying off minus 110. The under minus 110 as well. Jolie, your Avs are going against the red hot Preds. 1-7 in a row. What do you think? Can you stop that fucking winning streak, or are you guys going to be number 8?
Nice performance, but it was against the Blackhawks in the last game. 5-0. No problem there. But again, it's the Blackhawks. They're losing to everybody. Yeah, it's tough to go against a red hot team here in the Preds, especially in a competitive rivalry game. They'll be up for this one, absolutely. Plus, they're another team fighting for their playoff lives. They got a bit of a cushion now, which is good to see. I hope it's the Preds who make the playoffs out of all the teams fighting for it in the West. But for this game, I think that the line is pretty accurate here. I'm not really touching this side. Lean to the over 6.5 with the way the Avs play. I know the Blackhawks were shut out. Gilbert played well, but it's the Blackhawks. They don't have much of an offense when Bedard isn't putting in the net. So I'll lean to the over. But yeah, interesting times here. Landeskog is getting a lot more publicity lately. Like the social media crew are putting out pictures of him. So that's kind of encouraging if the guy can come back for the playoffs. But here's another tease. I am not going to be cheering for the Avs in the playoffs.
What? Oh, no.
How
what?
Not? What does that mean?
Well,
You're not going to be cheering for your favorite team in the playoffs.
That doesn't compute to me, bro.
I'm not going to be cheering for the Flyers in the playoffs.
You shit on
you can't cheer for the Leafs either.
Then I'm not watching the playoffs. Like,
well, have you guys seen your team win 3 cups before?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh,
go,
you know what,
see your friends, Joel. See ya. Talon.
You know what?
Hold this
Joel Meyer, but let me rebuttal that. Have you ever seen your fucking building half empty? Because we haven't, but you have. Look at ticket sales revenues when you guys finished last in the league. You guys were third last in fucking attendance. So talk about fucking fair weather fans. That's the definition of Colorado. Wait till you guys are shit again in 10 years.
No arguments there. I'm always a supporter of the original 6 in the Canadian markets, except for Ottawa, Winnipeg, those lousy fuckers. But no, I'm over the past few years, I'll say this: I've turned more into a better than a fan. So that I'm starting to put my. I know I'm selling out or whatever, but that's how it is. You have to put your biases aside and just find the right bets. And I don't think the Avalanche have it this year. Sad to say, I'll still be cheering for them when applicable. But it's gonna be. I'll just fucking say it now. I bet a lot of money on the Dallas Stars to win the Stanley Cup and the Western Conference. I think that they are the best team in the West for the playoffs. I hope they don't win the division. I bet they're over points total today. Partly as a hedge, probably just because I think it's going to happen over 107.5. And the Stars are really clicking. Chris Tanev makes their defensive depth a lot better. They get to push. They don't have to play fucking Ryan Suter as much. He was terrible in the playoffs last year, except against the Wild. I got to eat some crow because before the season, I said the Stars. Peter DeBoer is typically his second season with the team is terrible or not as good as the first at least, and he just can't get over the hump in the playoffs. But I think he has the right team this year. I think they're going to make another move. The line is going to drop from 10-11 to 1 to who knows where. I mean, it won't go much further, but still, I think it'll be better to bet it now. So I love the Stars to do some things in the playoffs here. I got a lot more. Like Logan Stankoven, a local kid. He's totally fit in right away. He's already got a couple goals. Great culture fit. Like the Stars have loaded in every position. I thought that the older guys would kind of fall off more than they have. Pavelski's still doing his work. He'll be fine in the playoffs. So, Stars are absolutely loaded, top down, tons of depth. They play a lot of close games too, and that's exactly what we need for the playoffs. Like this experience playing in these close games. So, I'm already loaded on like so much of the fucking Atlantic team or Central team to win the cup. So in that sense, I am on the Avs, but no, I'm a lot more on the Stars right now. Stars and Jets are my teams now in the West.
I guess we can just skip Joel's take when it comes to the Stars game next later. And
that's what I was going to do. The Stars are going to win this game. I was going to go into that rant.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm half debating right now, just throwing like $1,000 down on Colorado to win the cup, just so if they go on a run, I can be like, "Fuck you, Joel. I'm the Colorado fan now. You don't get to cheer for him, asshole."
I do. For this game, I don't have much. I lean to Nashville at home plus 114, 16-15 at home, but Colorado's not good on the road, 14-13-5. Preds won the first meeting back in November in Nashville 4-3. And for a total, I would go with the under because both of these teams have been playing, not allowing a lot of goals recently. Nashville 1-1, 2-2-1 in their past 5 games. Avs coming off shutout of the Blackhawks, 1 against the Stars, but they can both score. So no real play on this game. Lean to the Preds. I do like the Stars long term, and also I guess it's easier for Joel to not care about the Avalanche when he doesn't live there. I guess he's splitting his time now between the Avalanche and the Canucks, and the Canucks are taking over with his heavy wallet or light wallet from betting on the Canucks weighing him down.
Well, both teams will be out after the first round, so it doesn't even matter.
I got out at the right time. What was it, 2 weeks ago when I saw 111.5 points for the Canucks? That's looking pretty good, at least. Capitals under, not so much.
Yeah, they're flying. It's crazy. All right, for myself, back to this game between Colorado and Nashville. I'm with Ryan. I'm leaning towards Nashville a lot here. Like you guys said, 7-game winning streak. Avs haven't been that great on the road, 14-13-5 record, like Ryan said. Even that being said, Nashville hasn't been great at home, but they're playing some I always say this, and I feel so fucking stupid because I feel like it's a cop-out, but to me, it's not. They're playing the right way, dude. They're physical. They're buying in. I know the tradition they've been known as a bit of a run-and-gun team here, but, like, these forwards are back-checking as of late, and that's what you want to see. Battling a little bit of a couple injuries and shit here, but everybody's saying that they need to trade Saros and shit. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yes, I know they got Askarov coming up here, but this team's gonna make playoffs, so might as well have a fucking good goalie going into it, a goalie that's capable of, just winning games and stealing series. And UC Saros, even at 30 years old, whatever he is still capable of doing that. Like I said, I like the Preds here. I even like the Preds in regulation. Honestly, if you really want to fucking juice it, Preds on the puck line -1.5. That's probably paying off good money. On their 7-game winning streaks, all 7 wins have been by more than 1 goal. So at the very least, maybe take them in regulation. Even the money line's plus money. But if you're feeling really spicy and really sexy here, Preds -1.5 on the puck line, dude. I don't know if that's paying off. Like maybe like plus 200 or something.
That's the reverse cowgirl right there, Talon. Taking the underdog -1.5. That's the reverse cowgirl.
That's the double reverse cowgirl. You know what I mean? It's when you give her a little spin when she's on it. That's you Beyblade it. Let it rip. That's what's going on there. So I'm just saying that could be a play. But I don't hate them in regular or just on the money line at plus 114 either. I think that's good value. Over under. I really don't have a good lean for this game. Maybe under.
I remember, Ryan, I said that Talon be on board with my take that I like that Barry Trotz said he's not going to sell players while they're in a playoff position, right? And what did Talon just do? He just totally vindicated my position. I do not think that they should be sellers as long as they're in a solid playoff position. Like, fuck the haters. They're not going to win the cup, so you might as well sell.
No. Certain teams should, but like the makeup of this Nashville teams tells you that they shouldn't. Like, it's as simple as that.
They're playing. They're a playoff team. They're playing playoff hockey. Great goalie. They grind it out. Good defenseman. Like they deserve to make the playoffs. They deserve.
I love how nobody talks about the fact that they probably have like a top 3 defenseman in the league, and nobody just talks about Roman Josi anymore. Like, he's still fucking sick, guys.
He's still sick, but he's not top 3.
After he didn't get to Norris a few years.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking insane, dude. This guy's a stud.
He's good. He's just not top 3. Like, there's a bunch of better players in him.
So what? Top 5? You think he's not top 5 defenseman in the league? Roman Josi?
No, not top 5.
I'd say
oh my god, you're
I'd
insane. 100% top 5 at least. Maybe top 3 was a bit of a long shot.
He might be 100%. He might be top 3 for me too, given his 2-way play.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why don't you go suck Makar's dick, Joel?
Oh, that's just one.
No, he's on Quinn now. Doesn't care about the Avs anymore.
Oh, okay.
Quinn Hughes is Miro Heiskanen. It's Miro Heiskanen.
Oh my god, he's been shit this year.
No, he hasn't.
It was hurt.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying he hasn't been great.
All right, Hall of Fame bets. Check them out. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame bets. The sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
All right, moving on to the 6 p.m. time slot here. We have the Minnesota Wild against the St. Louis Blues. Game itself is in St. Louis here. Minnesota on the money line sitting at -125. Blues on the money line at +105 at home. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off -115. The under -105 here. Toughy, dude. Toughy. I think Minnesota's definitely playing better hockey as of late than the Blues, even though they're currently on a 2-game losing streak. Blues have lost their last 3 as well, so it's not like either team has been barn burners. St. Louis has a good home record, dude, 17-11-1, but I feel like a lot of that came towards the beginning of the season when Binnington was on a bit of a heater. Yeah, I'm going to take Minnesota. I don't love it. I don't really like this game, truth be told. This is kind of the definition of mid, but I'll take Minnesota on the money line at -125 here as far as over under goes. Fleury is confirmed for this game. Shit, I just saw that now. But like, I don't know. We talked about Gustafsson hasn't been fucking better than Fleury. They've pretty much both been kind of right in the middle there. So I don't know. Either way, I think I'm going to lean towards Minnesota in this. Both teams have terrible division records. Over under Neither team's really great at scoring. Minnesota a little bit better than St. Louis. Because it's at 6, the push is in play. I don't mind leaning towards the over 6 at -115.
Fuck the Blues. Give me the Wild here at -125. Blues have the worst expected goals for% in the past 10 games. In the past 25 games, they have the 3rd worst overall this season, only ahead of Chicago and the Sharks. And somehow they're in the playoff race, and they absolutely should not be. They've had some lucky wins. Lost now 3 in a row on that road trip coming back home. Lost 5 of 6, only win coming against the Islanders at home. Minnesota has lost back-to-back games, but to two good playoff teams, Nashville we just talked about, and Carolina. They did beat Seattle and Edmonton before that. So even with Fleury and net, don't trust him, but I do trust the Wild here to get it done at -125. Just a better team, I believe. Over under, I probably lean to the over, but I'm not going to end up betting this one. Just going to go with the Wild -125.
Yeah, the Wild got to play here. I think Brian said it all. Blues are not a good team, but somehow they keep winning these games that they shouldn't. We say this all season long, but so at some point you got to realize, like, it's been years of this shit. Like, there's something that the stats do not capture about the Blues, and so I'll give them some credit for that. There's something that's not really quantifiable. Boom, Devil's goal.
Let's go.
Heck yes. Yeah, so give me the Wild here. I hate the Wild. Fuck the Blues more though, because once again, the fan me says fuck the Wild, but the better me says fuck the Blues. So we're going with the better. Go with the Wild here. -125. I love it. No real play for the total either. Yeah. Wild are they're kind of like an inconsistent team. Like, you might as well just bet the -1.5, right? Because the Blues, when they lose, they tend to lose by margin. So that's another. If you're a dog player or whatever, you can do that instead.
Makes me want to change my pick here, and you say that, but whatever. All right, moving to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the New York Rangers against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game itself is in Toronto on a Saturday night. Rangers on the money line sitting at +100. Leafs on the money line -120. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over at +100. The under -120 here. Should be a great game. Let me preface this with this. I'm really excited. I'm going to be working, but I'll have this one up on my phone or at least on the radio nonetheless. So I'm very excited. Yeah, dude, Rangers are sick on the road here. 19-10-3. They've been great all year. First in the Metro for a reason. But the fucking Leafs, dude. Leafs laid that stinker against Vegas, and this team's been playing so goddamn well lately. It's been a little bit of a mix-up, though, with the deep pairings. I hate to say it, ever since Riley came back, because they were playing so well defensively until that happened here. But now maybe they got a guy to play on the right side with him with the Ilya Lyubushkin trade. We haven't really talked about this. I guess it happened.
Playing in this one?
Yes, he is. He is expected to be playing in this. They showed up Keith announced that. Expected to, so keep an eye on for that. But that kind of solidifies a couple things. Keep in mind, Giordano has a concussion, so he's going to be out again a little bit longer. Timothy Liljegren is day-to-day. Him and his pairing with TJ Brody were absolutely fantastic here. That's the thing with it. It all comes down to this deep pairing with this Leaf squad, man. Realistically, like when Brody was playing with fucking Liljegren, it was absolutely fantastic. McCabe and Benoit have been an awesome shutdown line, despite what a lot of people like to say. And then who the fuck are you playing with Riley has been the real question. So maybe this is the making of things kind of clicking for this team on the back end. I'm biased. I'm taking the Leafs -120. I love my boy Sammy too. Joseph Woll came back the other night. That was good to see. But the Rangers, I don't know. I pumped them up a lot, so I'm not just going to say they're shit. Shesterkin has been kind of questionable. Those numbers are kind of middle of the road here. But yeah, I'm going to take the Leafs at home -120 here. They're settled in. They came back from a long rested road trip, lost to Vegas. They're ready to fucking start playing some winning hockey. Over under this game. Yeah, I'm taking the over 6.5 +100. Let me tell you a little secret here. This isn't any like fucking hate on Sam Smov or anything like this. If Wolf's playing, take the Leafs under. If Sammy's playing, take the Leafs over. There's just a way that these teams play in front of both goalies too to kind of affect that. So I'm going to be leaning towards the over +100 too.
Yeah, I'm not as biased here. I hate the Rangers, but I do like the Leafs here in this game -120 at home. Should be a good one, as Talon said. Could see Ryan Reeves, Matt Rempe face off. Face off. That'd be pretty sick there. But yeah, the Rangers aren't as good as their record shows. You see that with their underlying numbers. Obviously, they have the great special teams and the great goaltending now. Shesterkin, since the All-Star break, he is 7-0-0 with 12 goals against and a .953 save percentage. If you take out the outdoor game, which he allowed 5 goals in, he's allowed 7 goals in 6 indoor games since the All-Star break. Like, that's incredible. There, he's back on his game, so it is kind of scary taking the Leafs here, but I think they get it done at home. Hockey Night in Canada, all that Saturday night. So Leafs -120 and a slight lean to the under 6.5 at -120 as well, but probably only going to end up betting the Leafs here.
Adam Henrique with a killer forecheck forces a turnover. Ducks make it 2-1.
Oh,
I know it sucks. There's only a minute left in the period, so you'll get a break from my updates. I like the Rangers in this game. Maple Leafs are, they're having a problem with the back end and all that stuff. The Rangers have been hot. They're relying too much on Shesterkin, but their power play is still pretty good. And maybe they can tease Keefe into another tirade and force some more temper tantrums on the Leafs side. And
No. Can I talk about that for 1 second?
We already did in the Discord. We don't need to go.
No, because I got a new take on it. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. It's as simple as that. Look at the facts here. You got fucking Morgan Riley playing on the right side versus TJ Brody. You got fucking what else? You got Ilya Samsonov's first game with Joseph Woll in net. So if the Leafs just lost how they did, there would have been two major stories there. One, Riley can't play with Brody. Number two, story would have been, it was Samsonov, Joseph Woll. We have a goalie controversy here. You know what Sheldon Keefe did? He got himself kicked out of the fucking game on purpose. So that way nobody after the game was talking about any of the facts regarding the team. They were all talking about Sheldon Keefe getting the fucking boot. And that is strategy. That is good coaching. He took one for the fucking team. He took the $25,000 fine. I'm sure MLSE will be sure to pay him back for that with a Christmas bonus or something. But that's just good coaching, man, because nobody was talking about either of those two narratives that could have been discussed that would have affected the team play after the fact. Everybody was talking about Keefe getting tossed. Love it.
Yeah.
That's
when
coaching.
You're in the Toronto market, you got to learn how to manipulate it, right? It's not like Columbus or whatever. Still like the Rangers here. It's the better team, I think. And give me the over 6.5 as well with the Leafs defensive struggles. Joseph Woll, he was all right against the Coyotes. I didn't really watch the game, but from what I heard, he played pretty well. And I guess he'll be in for this one. But still, I think the Rangers will make it a lot harder on him than the Coyotes did. That's for sure. So I think we'll see some goals in this one. And one more bet I made. Igor Shesterkin to win the Vezina 50-1.
Fuck, that's so stupid. Like, what was it, 100-1?
50. Like, okay, here's the thing. Here's the reason. Again,
Archer's going to lose it. Archer's going to lose it here in this.
Why?
Because he's loaded up. He has his life savings on Hellebuck.
Well,
but you put down like $10, so you win like 500. Like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And like the Vezina market isn't like the other markets because we know what the voters are doing. They do the Greg Wyshynski polls all the time, but the Vezina is just up to the GMs. Nobody's pulling the fucking GMs. So we got Hellebuck as a -300 favorite. Should he be that high? I know he's got an excellent elite save percentage and all that, but he's kind of struggling a bit more lately. And Shesterkin is really heated up. And if the Rangers win the President's Trophy, we know how the GMs like to vote. Who's got the most wins? Shesterkin might have more wins than Hellebuck, that's for sure. And I don't know, 40, 50-1. I think that's worth a flyer at least. Nothing crazy. I just think that he's more alive than that. Those odds suggest. So it's probably a losing cause, much like my bets against the Calder favorites the past few years. But I'm still firing off bets, man. Like that's the way you got to do when you bet this stuff. Like the awards markets, they shift so rapidly. So what I've learned is that it's always good to be on the ball and look out for those guys who you think is crazy right now, but in a couple of weeks and another stretch like he's had in the past few weeks, and he could be absolutely live. And if Hellebuck has a bad stretch too, and the Jets have a harder schedule coming up as well.
I feel like you were ahead of it on Matthews. He's now the favorite on some books. Do you think Lavi could be live again for the Jack Adams if the Canucks keep falling off, or do you think Maurice would possibly take that over?
I think Maurice is a better case just because he had to deal with all those injuries early on, and I know Laviolette's a new guy in town, and but the Rangers had
he hasn't won one though either. That could be a legacy one for Laviolette.
I guess, but no, I
20-1. There's
is it still 20-1
at a certain book where the lion roars? Apparently, it's 20-1.
That's better. Consensus is around 10-1, so that's what I was dealing with. But
okay,
I bet some 20-25-1 for Laviolette. So if it's still out there, I think that's worth a shot. With the way that the Canucks are playing nowadays, Taka could absolutely be vulnerable.
I hate Like, what do we do? I'm sure the Rangers win any
Jonathan
award
Marchessault can't win the Conn Smythe either. So
Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, but no, I'm just saying, like why? Like, this is a team that had big expectations coming into the year. The goaltending's been shit. You're gonna give this guy the Vezina. Big expectations. They're fucking they're first. Congratulations. It's been an ugly first. You're the first said it. Should it be coach of the year? Like, to me, I still think that a guy like Rick Bowness has better chance of winning it than fucking Laviolette. Based off what we saw this team from the off season coming to where they are now, like. I don't know. That's just how I kind of view things, you know. As far as Vezina goes, like Shesterkin's not winning the fucking. I get it, 50-1, throw $10 down, whatever, ride it out, you know. But I just think that's absolutely out to lunch. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
Bonus is 9-1. Like, bonus is half the odds that Lavi is. So
I think we got to remember here when we say that. When I say look at where this Jets team, they were about to sell fucking Scheifele, Hellebuck. People were demanding out. There was turmoil in this dressing room. This team hated each other. They just traded and stripped their captain and bought him out, for Christ's sakes. Rick Bowness at the end of the year last year pretty much fucking lost his lid on this team. And to get this buy-in and to see what we've done, like, to me, that's coach of the year material, as opposed to a team that had high expectations finishing first in the Metro. There's your coach of the year, you know. So I'd even have now Vancouver, Rick Tocchet. Yes, he's deserving. So, but I'd even have fucking Bonus over Tocchet. But I know that's not going to happen. But that's just my.
I don't agree with that. But yeah, I agree. Bonus over Laviolette from my own perspective. But these awards are they're typically given to, like, teams that win the President's Trophy, and the Rangers are like, what, 4-1 to win the President's Trophy. So I'm just thinking that if they win the President's Trophy, they don't win an award. It's kind of suspect, and the Panthers as well. That's why I think that Maurice and even Laviolette are a little live, at least.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I hate it. Like, if you win the President's Trophy,
you can hate it, but we're betting it. We're trying to make money off of their stupidity.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't know. To me, it's just not right, I guess. So I get what you're saying, though. We're here to make money, so. All right, let's move down here. We're like halfway through this. Let's keep going here. We got the 7 p.m. time slot. We have the Vegas Golden Knights against the Buffalo Sabres. Game itself is in Buffalo here. Vegas in the money line sitting at -122. Buffalo in the money line at +102. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off -122. The under +102. A lot of twos there. Holy fuck. Vegas's offense has been bleh, but then Buffalo as a team has been meh. So what do you get? You got blah versus meh. I don't know. I got to go with the Knights here. I just think that they're all around better team here. But I'm not shitting on the Sabres. They've been gritty, yo. They've been grinding out games, grinding out close games as well. The game against Florida the other day comes to mind against that being a one-score game. But I guess Vegas -122 isn't a bad look. Are they the first night of a back-to-back here? Or everybody's just saying because they got no offense, they can't win? I actually really like that then. Give me -122. This defense is back for Vegas here. Buffalo has problems when it comes to scoring and generating chances as well. They're 24th in the league when it comes to goal scoring. I don't know if Aiden Hill's in that or not. He had a rough goal the other night. Everybody's saying they're giving up on Aiden Hill. I don't think that's the case. I think you guys were right all along. This guy's a killer. So give me the Knights -122 over under in this game. I don't want to touch. So.
Yeah, Hill hasn't been as good recently. I think he gave up 12 goals in his past 3 starts. Yeah, he did have 2 goals in there, but 5 against Boston, 3 against Toronto, and 4 against Nashville is not very good. I like Buffalo here at home +102 home dogs. There's talks in Buffalo about, is this a late playoff push for Buffalo? Can they make a playoff push here in the wild card race? And probably not, but there are definitely wilder ideas out there. They've won 4 of 5, 5 of 7. So yeah, give me the Sabres here as slight home dogs +102. Given all of Vegas's injuries, they haven't been able to stop too many pucks recently either. And Buffalo's been playing good playoff type hockey recently. 1-goal games, 3-2 wins, the 3-2 loss against Florida, 2-1 wins. So yeah, give me Buffalo +102 and the under 6 at +102 as well.
Give me the Knights here. A better team, even with the injuries and all that. Just the strength of this team's defensive core is still intact, especially now the Theater's back. And yeah, Sabres are playing a lot better lately, but still, that's an emotional win against the Lightning there. Coming back home now after that short road trip. Give me the Knights here. They've been playing competitively in these games. No, they lost to the Senators early on in a shootout, I believe it was. Then they crushed the Leafs there, and then lost a close game against the Bruins, but they were, battling back after being 3-0 down, I think it was. yeah, I think that this team is trying to get back to playoff form, and this is a good launching pad for that. Yeah, so give me the Knights here, and I like the over as well. With Hill struggles, and I know Luukkonen has been one of the better goalies in the league lately the past couple months.
Crazy.
Yeah, so lean to the over. Actually, I did bet the over, so that's not a lean. I did bet the over, so I like the over, even with the Luukkonen's recent form.
All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got Le Montreal Canadiens against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa here. Montreal on the money line sitting at plus 205. Lightning on the money line at minus 250. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off minus 115. The under minus 105. Bolts on the puck line minus 1.5 is sitting at minus 105 here. Dude, you gotta like Tampa in this game no matter what. I don't care what he's saying. They're awesome at home, 18-8-4. Obviously minus 250 is a lot of juice. Maybe regulation. What's that, like minus 160, minus 165 or something around there? Yeah, Montreal, Caden Primo is confirmed for this game. He hasn't been great this year. 5-6-1 record, 3.06 goals against average, .901 save percentage. When you got that dog fucking Kucherov sniffing around here, I think that he should be very, very scared. And the Habs have been, they've been better on the road, I guess, than home, but division records, they've been absolutely terrible. 4-10-3 here. And they can't score, man. Like, things have been buzzing a little bit lately. Suzuki, I think he hit 24 goals on the year. Not really that great. Slavkovsky's got like 13. Habs fans are fucking blowing their load all about that. We got it. Congratulations on 13 goals for your first overall pick. Still stinks. But yeah, the one factor for me here is that this Montreal penalty kill is terrible. 30th in the league. And the Bolts have the best power play in the fucking league. First in the league. Firing at a 29% cylinder here. And the Habs take a shitload of penalty minutes, averaging over 10 per game. So I love the Lightning in regulation. Maybe even on the puck line here. Maybe Lightning even team total, any which way possible. Kucherov probably over 1.5 points. It's probably set at like minus 120 or something. This guy's like 120 points already this year. It's fucking insane. So Lightning all the way over under. Give me the over. I can see the Bullets scoring 5 or 6 on their own.
And do you like that power play point? Power play point you made. Maybe take some power play point props, but I'm going with the Habs here, plus 205. I just have not seen enough out of the Lightning. Even at home, they're 18-8-4. They've been fine, but 4-3 game against Montreal back on New Year's Eve. Montreal has been playing some decent hockey recently. Over the past 10 games, they have the 11th best expected goals for, with Tampa Bay at 18th. So I think this should be.
They're 2-7-1 in their past 10. What are we talking about? Their expected goals have been awesome.
They've played some tough opponents. They've played tough opponents.
Fuck my life.
And Andrei Vasilevsky might just be cooked. He does not look good at all. They just lost to Buffalo at home, so they should not be minus 250. Give me the Canadians plus 205. No strong play in the total, though.
That is a pretty crazy line, minus 250 here against a competitive, feisty Canadiens team.
Oh, my God.
Talon's point about the penalty kill versus an elite power play is valid. However, I did not bet this game, but I just think that I'm not laying minus 250 or touching the Lightning really. So I got nothing in this one. I mean, the Canadiens have struggled to score all season long. I mean, it's tough taking an under in a Lightning game, especially considering that power play versus penalty kill differential. But this is a pass game for me. I don't understand minus 250. I know the Lightning need it like blood to win these games, but the Canadiens are just pissing people off lately. So I could see them being live here. So I'm neutral here.
I am at a loss for words right now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot, we have the Ottawa Senators against the Philadelphia Flyers. Game itself is in Philly. Ottawa on the money line sitting at plus 110. Flyers on the money line at minus 130. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off minus 120. The under plus 100 here. Rye guy, what's up? Flyers taking on the Sens on the second night of a back-to-back. I guess Flyers on the second night of a back-to-back too here. What are your thoughts? What are we saying?
Yeah, back-to-back here for both teams. I know Ottawa are probably some goalie issues tonight with Korpisalo expected to start, but he did not start due to an illness. Apparently some defenseman or someone left the game as well, you guys said before the show. So, yeah, I like the Flyers here, minus 130. Don't mind them on the puck line. Plus 170 here. Ottawa has lost 3 straight to Washington, Nashville, and then Arizona. Just broke their, I think, 13 or 14-game losing streak, all by at least 2 goals. It is going to be Felix Sandstrom making his first start this season for the Flyers. He has not been great in the AHL, but think the Flyers bounce back here at home. Konechny's still out. Drysdale, Ristolainen's still out. But it's a back-to-back. The Flyers are more well-equipped for that with Tortorella at the helm. So give me the Flyers at -130, especially with Ottawa is 8-16-1 on the road. They've just been awful on the road, but also do like the over 6.5 at -120. Not sure who's starting for Ottawa. Sandstrom for the Flyers. Neither goalie is really that great. So Flyers in the over here.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the Sens Coyotes game today. Had a lot on the Sens to score over 3.5 goals. Fortunately, the over will hit. I had a lot on that too, but the money line as well fucked up. Sens, man, it's a bad story for me this season. But yeah, for this one, I watched Brady Tkachuk leave the game. Thomas Chabot left the game late. I don't know how serious his injuries are. But you have to think for Brady Tkachuk to leave to the dressing room, it's got to be at least a little serious. So on a quick turnaround there, I would be concerned if you're a Sens fan or a backer. So yeah, I like the Flyers here. I like the over 6.5. Even before all this stuff happened, like Korpisalo being out, probably too sick to play this one too. Matt Sogard, I guess, would be the guy to get the start here, unless Forsberg plays both games. So yeah, I like the over 6.5. I like the Flyers here to get it done. Sens also terrible defending against the rush, and the Flyers are one of the better rush attack teams in the league. So that's another advantage for the Flyers. So yeah, Flyers in the over.
Yeah, I like the Flyers a lot here, -130. Both teams second have a back-to-back. Sens have stunk. Jolie touched on a good point here with Tkachuk, leaving at the end of this game here. Yeah, even with what do you say? Sandstrom's in net here. I know Ryan, what do you say? His numbers haven't been great in the AHL. I haven't looked. Sandstorm. Whatever. I haven't looked recently at the fucking AHL standings. I was checking on the Marlies a week ago or something. I think I saw Lee Valley was bottom third team in the league, and
they're not good.
Yeah, and no, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not taking shots or anything, but I just want to say, from a goaltending point of view, when it comes to the AHL is a hard league to play goalie in because the offense is there. You have guys that can play offense and dominate in this league, but from a defensive point of view, you just don't have great defensemen in the AHL, because if they were great, they would get called up because it's such a supply in the NHL. So you look at a team that's not playing well and in front of him, and then a goalie doesn't have great numbers. Well, he can come up, and it doesn't mean he's going to be shit in the NHL, So I have some faith in this kid, I guess, just out of principle alone. So yeah, give me Flyers -130. I just hate the Senators, and I think that you can fade them. Not that I hate them. I hate them, of course, but from a gambling point of view, I hate them as well. I've had a lot of success betting against this team this year, and you should be doing that as well. I've been preaching it all year long. So -130, I think, is absolutely insane odds. I'll take that all day long. Over on in this game, I'm going to lean towards the over. Both teams can score a little bit. Flyers maybe a little less firepower up front, but they find a way to get the biscuit in the basket. And then as much as I hate to admit it, there is some talent on the Ottawa team up front, but they just can't play as a coherent team. So the over 6.5 -120 is enticing. And then I love the Flyers -130 on the money line. I'm not shitting on Lee Valley, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Lehigh Valley, but no, you can absolutely shit on them. They fucking suck.
How close is Lehigh to Philadelphia? Is it close?
It's like a hour and a half drive. They used to play in the Spectrum right by the Farc, but they tore that down for fucking Xfinity Live. I have been there for a few games. Yeah, it's not in a great area, but it's a nice arena.
You think they'd be better now that they got off the Spectrum, but I don't know. I guess that's not the case.
Nothing wrong with being on the Spectrum. Nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not. Of course not. Did you ever go to any games, or do you go to Lehigh Valley for any games, or no?
I went to Lehigh Valley for one. I used to go to some Phantoms game. They used to have Flex, the mascot. Any Flyers fans out there, no Flex. If not, look him up. He was fantastic.
Dude, there's some sick mascots.
With a PH, PHLEX.
There's some sick mascot. We got Duke the dog. He's a Marlies mascot. He's like a little hound dog. He's the fucking man, And Jolie's got the Eagles, but all they do is just steal trophies and never give them back anyways. So that's a deep cut. That's like an ECHL deep cut before they made it to the A. They won the trophy, and they just owners we're not giving this back because the league owed him money or something. No, he owed the league money, and he's like, I'm not paying you, and I'm not giving the trophy back. So check out the Colorado Eagles online for that story. Greasy. Moving down to the 7:30 view time. So we have the Boston Bruins against the New York Islanders. Game itself is on the island. Psych, it's in the island. Fuck all you from New York. Bruins on the money line sitting at -130. Islanders on the money line at +114. Over under sitting at 5.5. Over at -125. The under +105 here. Tough game here. A little bit of a matchup. Olmark versus Sorokin. It make you think, ooh, 2 goalies under game. It's gonna go under and shit. I don't think so, bro. I think we're going to see some goals here, especially with the number at 5.5. When Patty Wall has these guys buzzing, there's a chance if it's like a 3-1 game with 10 minutes in the third, he'll pull his fucking goalie anyways, and you get 4 empty net goals. So anytime you're going to be the over 5.5 in an Islanders game, I'm going to take it. I do like the Bruins here. Struggling a little bit lately, but I don't know. They've been a good team on the road, I guess 16-5-9, maybe not that great, and the Islanders, I just don't know what to make of this team right now. So I'm going to go with the team that plays better hockey. I'm going to take the Bruins, and I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, I'll keep this short. I like the Bruins here at -130. Much better team, playing better as of late. Islanders still trying to hold on to that playoffs or in the playoff race, make a push here. But my best bet for this game is the draw. You can get it up to +350. I think it's +310 here on DraftKings. Both teams have gone to overtime.
That's a slutty play.
They've both gone to overtime in 22 games this season, which is 4 more than the Stars, Canadiens, and Maple Leafs in the third place there. So I love the draw here at +310. Boston went to 6 straight overtimes before last game. I thought that was going to overtime 5-4 against Vegas. Islanders also love to pick up those loser points. So, yeah, Boston here -130, but the draw at +300 or better.
Start calling those Archer points. So loser points, Archer points.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. The draw play. Islanders do play a ton of overtime games, of course, and the Bruins, same kind of thing. They'll play a lot of close games, whatever. For this game, the Bruins, I think, should be a little bit higher. But given the fact that the Islanders need to win these games to make the playoffs, and Lou Lamoriello is going to be driving these boys on to make the playoffs, considering how much he's invested in them, how many draft picks he's given away. The motivation angle makes me stay away from the Bruins, but I do like the over 5.5 there with Talon. It's not just the empty net goals, the empty net. They're pulling the goalie early on. It's Patrick Roy's got him playing differently now. Like Matt Barzal is actually featuring a lot more offensively. He's getting space to roam and all that kind of thing. And he's been fucking dialed in since Patrick Roy took over him and Bo Horvat. So, more offensive team. I've been playing Islanders overs the whole time. It's been pretty profitable. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I honestly haven't bet it yet, but that's where I'd lean. And I might bet it. We'll see where the line goes. I don't think that it'll go too much higher. So, that's what I'm looking at, the over.
All right, heading on to the 8 p.m. time slot, we got the San Jose Sharks against the Dallas Stars. Game itself is in Dallas. Dallas on the money line. Holy shit. -470 favorites at home. Sharks on the money line at +360 dogs. Dallas on the puck line -1.5, sitting at -175. That's fucked. Over under sitting at 6.5. Overpaid now +100. The under -120. Dude, I don't know. Yes, the Stars should win this game. Chris Tane's day-to-day not injury related. I'm just seeing. Do you guys know what that's about?
It's a work visa issue.
Yeah. Oh my God. NHL is such a fucking joke. Figure it out. Are you kidding me? This is a guy that's been the talk of the trade market the entire goddamn season when it comes to
it's your boy Trump. Trump did this.
No. This is my boy fucking Gary Bettman for not being on top of his goddamn shit, you fat fucking pig. That is an absolute joke, and that is a goddamn insult. Anybody in the league, even if you're not even a fan of the Stars here, you should be pissed off about that, because that's just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm holding back, trying not to say vulgar language right now, but that is just fucking we're not good. We're not good. All right. So you know what? Just off that, give me the Sharks. This whole game is dumb. This scenario is dumb. I'm sorry. I'm going to take an NHL team +360. I shouldn't say NHL team. Maybe like a AHL team +360. Whatever. I'll sprinkle a little bit. Throw down like fucking $40 or $30 or something, and just ride it out. Let's go. Stars should win this game. I'm just going to go against the grain. Over under. Over. Ottinger hasn't been great if he does play this game. If it's not, it's Wedgwood, and he sucks. So I like the over plus 100 either way.
Yeah, you can't bet the Stars here. Even the Stars in the puck line are minus 175. Stars minus 2.5 I saw out there was like around even money, if not minus 110. San Jose has won 15 out of 58 games so far this season, which is 25%, and 360 implies odds of 21%, 21%. So there is some, overall value on the Sharks there if you look that way. Yeah, I'll take the Sharks here. I haven't bet it yet. Maybe I'll bet it if it gets to like 4-1, or take a plus 1.5 at plus 150 or better. Sharks should win. Stars should win. We know Joel loves the Stars, loves Stars long term here, but it's one night, 60 minutes. It's a round puck on ice. Anything can happen. So Sharks plus 360, and lean to the over 6.5 plus 100.
A round puck on ice? I love that. Is that what you just said?
It's a round cylinder being batted around on ice. Like anything.
It's a round pieces of galvanized rubber on ice, bro.
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
Can happen. Let's go.
Yeah. Sure.
You don't get to talk about this game. You talked about the Stars enough.
Yes, Stars are going to win. One more thing about it, though. Jake Ottinger in that, I didn't talk about the goaltending enough. Like, this guy has proven that he can go to an elite level. He hasn't really shown it consistently this season, but we saw him do it in the playoffs, especially against Calgary a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, whatever that series was. And then last year he was kind of up and down, but more up than down. And I think that he can dial it in and give it another level. Like, there's a lot of shitty goaltenders right now in the NHL, and Ottinger is not one of them. So I think that's another advantage for the Dallas Stars. They're going to win this game, no problem. You guys are nuts.
Yeah,
Ryan,
he ought to be able to dial it in here.
All right, Ryan. I was gonna say something there. We're not gonna. What do Sharks and you and I have in common?
I don't know.
Collectively, we got two.
You have
dicks.
2 dicks?
Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna be waving them in Joel's face here when the Sharks beat down the Stars.
I talk to Shark too much. So I just know that.
We all learned something from our boy Sharky. Shout out Sharky. All right, moving on 8 p.m. time slot here. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's the Chicago Blackhawks. Game is always in Chicago here. Columbus on the money line sitting at minus 130. Hawks on the money line at plus 110. Over under the 6. Overpaid out minus 122. The under plus 102 here. I'm sorry, dude. I cannot bet for Chicago ever. What are they on, a 5-game losing streak right now? Even with Connor Bedard back, this team friggin' blows. 2 of those 3 games have been lost in overtime. With that being said, I kind of like Columbus in regulation here, man. Like, I don't know. I just look at this team on paper and, like, yes, they're shit. They're not playing great. Adam Fantilli out. Ken Johnson out. Like, that sucks. Peter Mrazek's actually been playing decent hockey this year for the Blackhawks. Maybe that's why he got his extension. Some goalies just play better when they're getting fucking 40 shots on net and playing against a shitty team, or for a shitty team rather. But anyways, regardless, pertaining to this game, I'm taking the Blue Jackets. I even like the Blue Jackets in regulation. Over under, definitely leaning towards the over 6 minus 122. Neither team is really great at scoring, but neither team can keep a puck out of their net to save the goddamn life. So just we gotta what do we know? We got Blue Jackets versus Indians here, and if my American history serves me right, we got the Chicago trouble. Fire the cannons and the Gatling guns, baby. These Chicago folks don't know what hit them.
Yeah, not much to like about this game. I did take the under 6 at plus 102. It's tough because it was a 7-3 game in Columbus in their first meeting, but Mrazek has been good. Merzlikins has been decent for Columbus, and neither team can necessarily score too much. So I think under 6 plus 102 is a solid play. But this could end up being a game between 2 teams that know they're out of it and just play open pond hockey and go like 6-5 or something. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Sticking with the under 6 at plus 102.
I've had a pretty good read on both these teams this year, and for that reason, I love the Blue Jackets. Give me the Blue Jackets here all day long, minus 130. They're a much better team than the Blackhawks. They can at least score. Goaltending is about equal. Actually, Mrazek might be a little bit better than Merzlikins at this point, the way he's playing. I was just saying something. But even still, give me the Blue Jackets all day long. Much better team, even with Gaudreau just like, I don't know, taking a vacation. You talk about Gudas being a pussy for not fighting. Like, Gaudreau is way worse. He's getting paid way more to score goals. He's just 8 goals on the year. He's just like skating around like it's a fucking vacation. Yeah.
Like, what is this guy? Like, that's like, this is like maybe an off-season topic, but like, what the fuck was this guy thinking signing in Columbus?
Yeah, Patrick Lonnie's the same kind of way too. Like they're both lazy fucks. I know he's still out, right?
Be careful what you say, Joel. We don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. All the best to Patrick Laine.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Sure.
I thought he was injured.
We'll offline about it, Joel.
All right. Interesting. Out of the loop.
I'm not saying anything.
If Talon's not saying anything,
we have one more game to get to, Talon.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Fire the cannons. Fire the cannons. Blue Jackets are gonna dominate the Blackhawks.
Yes, indeed. Moving on to the 10 p.m. time slot.
The BJs over the Blackhawks, of course,
Exactly.
on Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah. 10 p.m. time slot. We got the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Calgary Flames. Pittsburgh on the money line sitting at +110. Flames on the money line -130. Over and is at 6. Over sit -102. Under -118. Rye guy, please take this away from me before I say something stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Both of these teams are very much in limbo in the playoff race and in the trade deadline. And I mean, the Penguins probably should sell Gensel. The Flames should probably sell Markstrom, and they're going to sell Hanifin. So can't really take either side here. Maybe lean to the under. Pittsburgh's played a lot of under games this season. Pittsburgh can't score too much, so could see Markstrom coming out pissed off after I saw his comments today. I didn't think they were too outrageous.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
Like saying that just like he wasn't happy. Like being talked about in trade rumors. He was like, yeah, but would you like it? Like it was nothing too outlandish, but how hockey media gets when a player doesn't give the fucking canned answer and then they go off about it. So lean to the Flames. They've won 4 in a row, but not going to bet this one.
Yeah, this is a war between two teams that I was high on, expecting to do good things. Last year's the Flames, lost a lot of money on them. This year it's the Penguins, losing a lot of money on them. And now they're fighting each other. So I hope they both just, crash and burn. But yeah, but seriously, give me the over 6, -102. I know the Penguins are struggling to score. They're still playing. They're playing better defensively than they have a couple months ago, but still, Flames have been very good offensively and very bad defensively. They've just been covering up their mistakes by their goaltending. Markstrom has been elite all year long, as long as he's been healthy. So give me the over 6, whatever. The Penguins are going to get their goals. Flames are going to get their goals. They both suck. I hate them both now. So let's get 7 goals here. Like this point of the season, man, it's very frustrating. Like the past 3 years, like late February, March, it's been a money sink for me. So in these,
I wonder why. What does that lineup
exactly? What coincides? The co-lines
coincides.
Coincides.
Co-signed,
like or
yeah,
consigned.
I don't.
You know what I mean? God damn it! Answer the question.
No, it's way too nerdy for this show. It's way too late to be nerdy, so I'm not going to say why exactly it is. It's nothing to do with me being sober.
Yes,
I'm not even sober. I'm still losing. It's like give me over 6, -102. I like it a lot. This is we'll see some fun play here, and hopefully some more bad goaltending from Jardy.
It's not that you're not sober, Joel. It's that you're not drinking to your potential. Okay, we know where you should be. Your expected drinks per game are fucking higher than what we're seeing right now. True. So
I got a bottle of whiskey for tonight, so I'll drink my potential tonight. That's for sure.
For you and fucking the Netherlands kids and all your imaginary friends, or what? You guys just gonna pound that together?
Who are the Netherlands kids?
You remember the Hook movie? You remember that? With Robin Williams?
Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Hook? No.
Yeah.
Netherlands.
You never saw that?
Neverland.
Yeah.
You said Netherlands, like the Dutch, like Holland.
I might have said Netherlands. Whatever. I'm
Netherlands, like Amsterdam.
You are drinking to your potential.
I am drinking to my potential.
Talon's actual beers per 60 always it's equal to his expected goals per 60. It's just maximum at all.
Sometimes it surpasses. I don't know what the analytics deem that to be, but whatever. I score more goals than I'm expected to. So whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. Let me get to this game. Penguins all the way, +110. I absolutely love it in this game. I like the under as well. Both goalies has been great. Tristan Jarry has had such a good year, and it's such a shame that we every time we bring him up on the show, we're like, yeah, he's been fine, but it's a shame that not a lot of people are saying, hey, this guy's been a killer. That was actually a decent signing. How long did they sign him for? I hope it wasn't longer than 5 years. But either way, he's had a hell of a season, which you don't always see from players after signing a contract, especially goaltenders. So let me throw some love to Tristan Jarry's way. I love the under in this game. I love the Penguins. I love both goalies over 29.5 saves. I'm looking at that right now. It's at plus 410. So on a certain book where the Talon roars, you can bet that, baby.
You can name the book now. We're not sponsored.
It's the score.
Rhymes with roar.
Yeah, it's the score. I think it's affiliated with ESPN.
I think ESPN has similar.
Yeah, I think it's the same, but one's Canada or Ontario, one's the States. I think they have all the same lines and shit. So yeah, ESPN or the score. Love that play. Dude, you know what though? I was watching that game the other night against Seattle, and fuck me, that got ugly quick. Letang looked like a bag of dicks out there. I don't know. Maybe it's just an off night, but fuck me, bro. That was a tough goal. It seems like the puck died on his stick every chance that he had it. So I don't know. Either way, I still love the Penguins in this game. Give me the over. Give me the goal or the under. Give me the goalie saves, baby.
One more thing on kind of this game related. We don't want to get too deep into this because we're 80 minutes in already. But what the fuck was Kyle Dubas thinking going to Pittsburgh? They're in a horrible spot. He gave up future assets for Karlsson. It's win this or next year, and then otherwise you're just screwed. He's not going to get another job after this.
They crowned him. That's all he wanted. He wanted the power. And now
he pulled a Radko Gudas, I guess. He got his bag, and now he's just gonna peter out.
No,
I think you guys are thinking a little. I think you're a little short-minded when it comes to this opinion here. They gave him fucking 7 years, and they gave him the reins. Fenway Sports Group, they said they want to win now, so you got to fucking try and win this year. I think his whole master plan was to be okay, I'll try to win this year for you. Oh shit, didn't happen. Now we're gonna do things my way, and it's still got 6 more years to do it. Now, with that being said,
I hope so.
With that being said, I hate the Karlsson signing. What the fuck does that guy do for you right now? Christ, he's 31 years old. You gave me 8 years, 7 years, whatever. That's absolutely insane. The Ryan Graves signing is fucking terrible as well. So I'm not excusing those two, but I feel like this is long-term thinking for and he's president too, right? So they didn't just sign him as a GM; they signed him as a president. So
that's what I'm saying.
Then he made himself GM. He went full Spider-Man meme.
I guess I could see him trading Crosby or Malkin or somebody like that. Maybe not those two, but some of the older guys for younger pieces this offseason once they miss the playoffs.
No, you're really just elaborating on what I was saying. He went for the power. Brendan Shannon was always going to be king over him there, so he went to Pittsburgh where he was given all the power.
Sure.
He wanted the president and the GM, like Doug Armstrong.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 100% fair. You're right. But it'll be a bigger sign where this team's at maybe 3 years down the line from now as opposed to work. Because you got to remember, he didn't really have much to work with heading into it. With that being said, the moves that he did make, with the exception of the Jarry signing, haven't been great. So you can't argue against that.
Yeah, Karlsson is a loser.
Carlson.
Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, exactly.
Riley Smith didn't even want to be in Pittsburgh. Vegas traded him away like they do, the cutthroat fucks. They don't have no loyalty, whatever. And Dubas gobbled him up, and he's been terrible.
There's a couple, like I said, there's a couple moves there that's what the fuck. And then I don't like going to the media. We got to get younger. It's well, look who you got signed long term, bro. Yeah, you ain't getting any younger. Now, I will say Kyle Dubas does have a tendency to fill holes with players that what's the word I'm looking for? I'm forgetting a word, but unexpectedly
washed up
good.
over the hill.
No. He's good at finding these guys normally from the Sioux who are very cheap, and
just plug and place guys that can
Hunting, Hyman, Mikheyev, those kind of guys.
Exactly. So he has success track, and his drafting is exceptional. I will say, look at guys like Matthew Nyes, Nick Robertson, fucking Fraser Minton. All those guys were found in the second round, right? So, and all those 3 are potential NHL players. Pontus Holmberg was a 7th round pick playing in the NHL. So he does have a good track record when it comes to drafting. So, all right, let's wrap this up here. We're going long. Consensus plays, Gilbert. What do we got?
Yeah, we have the Jets Canes under 5.5 at -108. We have the Panthers -148 in Hokie Town there in Detroit, and the under 6.5 at -110 in that one. Edmonton on the road in Seattle -155 and under 6.5 at -115. Minnesota -125 in St. Louis. The Flyers -130, which is now it's a lot higher in other books. So if you can still get that, hop on that. And the over 6.5 at -120. And then the Bruins -130 and over 5.5 at -125 there on Long Island.
Right.
What do we got here?
You moving down to what were you saying?
Joel wants the show to end.
Yeah,
we're going to our lock dogs and totals, Joel. Frig off, right? All right. Current standings. Did we update these?
Oh, I did not update these. No.
Well, don't worry about it. Current standings or something. Joel's in first. I'm barely in second. Ryan.
Joel is 53-49 in 2, I believe. He is up 6.15 units. In second place is Talon. He is 48-57. He is -15.11 units. I am negative 17.22 units at 44 and 60.
Look at that math.
Hey, look at that. This is almost like he's not accounting.
Accountant, yes. Well, no, I have a finance degree.
Finance, exactly.
Accountant
finance
is
degree.
Yes.
Joel, what did you go to school? Did you go to school for anything?
Fucking English literature.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
we need Jolie's poem of the week.
I'll write you guys a poem.
Will you?
Okay, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Well, not right now, but yeah.
That's okay.
I'll write a poem for the pod.
Love that.
Pod
That's
poem.
unbelievable.
Pod poem.
Hockey
gambling poem.
Yeah, the hockey gambling poem cast. Jolie, kick us off here. You have a little fucking I don't know who's a poet that I'm trying to think. Edgar Allan Poe, was he a poet?
Poe the poet, yeah.
There you go.
Baltimore. Panthers money line -148 against the Dead Wings. Rangers money line +100 against the stupid Leafs. Senators Flyers over 6.5 -120.
Whoa. What did you just call my Leafs?
Stupid.
It's not kind. That's not very poetic of you.
All right. For myself, very lackadaisical there, Joel. Come on.
I swear lackadaisical is right. I think you guys are just pulling the bag here.
I'm pissed off.
Ducks up 2 now?
Poem. Is that a haiku? Fucking ducks, man.
Ducks are up 2, Joel? That's a yes?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. For myself, my lock is the Wild -125 at the Fraudulent Blues. My dog, getting spicy here. Bruins Islanders draw +310. My total is the Jets Hurricanes under 5.5 at -108.
There's a lot of dicks on that dog you got there, Ryan. That must be a shark. For my lock, I got Philly money line versus Ottawa -130 here. Love the Flyers in this game. Hate the Sens every which way possible, always. For my dog, Columbus in regulation versus Chicago +115. Blackhawks suck. United States against the fucking Native Americans, baby. We've all seen this story before. And then for my total, Boston, New York, over 5.5 -125. There will be goals, gentlemen. There will be goals. All right, we're going long. Let's wrap this one up. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's supposed to be tons of stuff in the world of sports. We got 13 games tomorrow. It's going to be wicked on a Saturday night. There's baseball. I'm sure there's soccer going on somewhere in the world. It seems like everybody's playing that shit sport. We got fucking basketball doing its thing. NASCAR, MMA's firing.
F1 is back.
F1 is back. Who cares? Verstappen's going to win everything. Like, honestly, it's such a fucking...
Oh, he's having his problems so far. We'll see.
Oh, what? The first round of qualifying? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Golf's doing its thing. Hell yeah. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. Find out all the information on the SGPN website. Should to go check it out. Check it out. What's it all about? Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's pumping out weekly, baby. Those are absolutely killer. You know, we're getting down to the dead ends, yo. So hell yeah, be sure to check those out. Give you a little bit of an edge. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's an absolute blast. I'm sure it's going to be popping up tomorrow on a Saturday all day long. So be sure that you get in there for that. You don't want to miss it. Shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in there, you're not making money. If you want to get into the Discord, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HTP Twitter account, social media assistant producer. He's got 2 dicks on his own. He'll fucking slap those bad boys back and forth, and he'll get you in there. Tell you everything you need to do to get you in there. Or what else you can do is, I don't know. You can, what's another thing?
Go find a bridge to jump off of because Joel will be right there with you.
And I won't tell you not to.
Am I missing something here? I don't get it. Whatever. Is that
Devils
good?
are down 3-1.
Oh, okay. Well, little boy going to hell. Hell yeah. So, yeah, go jump off a bridge, I guess. Joel will tell you to get to the Discord. Yeah, there you go.
Just close it out. I got nothing.
All right, everybody. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me at Ducks with another one, baby. You can find me at Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer. You'll find me trying to be social while drinking a lot and fucking cursing the Devils.
By yourself?
Fuck you, Talon. Fuck you, Brian. Fuck you guys, man.
Fuck
Fuck
us.
these Devils.
We don't play for the Devils. Maybe we should. Maybe Talon should be in there. Put Talon in net.
Yeah, we gotta give this guy a headband.
Yeah. 28-13 shots.
Dude, I could fucking play for the Devils.
Yeah.
You're losing. Ducks have had 13 shots.
Nico Dawes has like a 15.
Dude, I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna put this out right now. If you put me in the net against an NHL player just on breakaways, I feel like I could stop 4 out of 10, maybe 5. I feel like I could stop 4 out of 10.
What NHL player?
Logan O'Brien.
No, I'm dead serious.
Ryan Reeves.
Ryan Reeves.
No, you name it.
Radko Gudas.
You name it. Name the NHL player.
Austin
Name
Matthews.
the NHL player. Travis Konechny. Nathan
Patrick
McKinnon.
Kane.
I feel like I could stop. I feel like I could stop
Oshie.
at least 4 out of 10. If anybody's listening to this show and you know an NHL player, and I haven't been on the ice in like a year and a half,
or if you're an ex-NHL
if anybody
player.
knows that,
or if
if you're an ex-NHL player,
or
you
if you're
know
a current NHL player.
I used to stop Ryan Bickle. I played against Mitch Hurd, who's in the DEL right now. Like, who else? I'm just saying, like, I feel like I could stop at least 4 out of 10. So if you're an ex-NHL player or a current NHL player,
it's unfortunate.
You're a current NHL player. You'll get in trouble for this.
I heard 4 out of 10 was Talon's specialty in college, so maybe he has it.
Are you sure that wasn't?
That's 6. There were 6. 6. Get it right. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.